Prime Minister Christie addressing critics on NHI and its implementation. This as he meets with foreign consultants over the weekend. I'm Clint Watson. The story's ahead.
Scary situation. Find out on just one station what happened at the renaming of a school.
Bahamian Buddy Hill, the top player in the Big 12, but he's not done yet as March Madness rolls in. The Bahamas tonight. The National Report starts now.
Now in HD. ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight. This portion of the news brought to you by BTC Every Day.
Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie says he's introducing a national health insurance plan that will not negatively impact the country. Good evening, everyone. I'm Charisma Robinson.
I'm Chris Saunders. Thank you so much for checking in with us. Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie says he's confident his administration is working to develop what he calls the right formula to implement universal health care throughout national insurance come January 2016. He says that it was a part of his campaign of the PLP, and one he says that if they have elected, they would have been definitely wanting to deliver on. Mr. Christie is satisfied that they're covering all the necessary steps to ensure a smooth and safe implementation.
We're going to do the right thing for the Bahamas and the right thing for the people of this country, and it's going to be effectively and efficiently done.
Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie says he is introducing a national health insurance plan that will not negatively impact the country.
The government of the Bahamas controls the lever of the pace at which national health insurance is introduced. There is absolutely no doubt it is fundamental. The reports have shown that over 700 unnecessary deaths. I don't know how you rationalize that. On people dying unnecessarily, the enormity of that frightens the hell out of me.
Right now, he says cost and forensic accountants from a major international group are working with their consultants and the National Insurance Board to ensure that the introduction of NHI doesn't plunge the country into a recession.
Who do you think it is who's bringing this resurgence in economic activity? Every day, tomorrow, we take a few more developments to cabinet. It is us. We now have I think the economy, I've said, we've made the turn. I know we've made the turn. I'm not going to push it up like that and then bring it down. It doesn't make sense.
A recent audit of the Public Hospital Authority uncovered a number of discrepancies. It has further underlined what many health professionals have been saying, calling for an overhaul of the healthcare system before NHI is implemented. Medical professionals suggest that NHI could cause the system to be severely overworked and even collapse if the issues that exist aren't addressed. Prime Minister Christie accepts this and expects these issues to be addressed.
So we would expect audit reports to be examined. If they're questioned and they do a second audit, fine. But we expect the truth of the matter to inform public policy, whatever the truth is. Because we're only able to govern and improve governance by arriving at the truth. So the Public Hospital Authority is work in progress. They have this huge machine they're trying to bring a new culture into. A lot of purchases done, and we have to concern ourselves by ensuring that their constant audits are done, people are accountable for what they're doing, that the whole process is transparent. Those are matters that governments want to have in place.
Prime Minister Christie says he's looking to reports by PHA and other consultants that will show what areas of concern there are in the public health care system, with hopes of actually addressing those simultaneously as they implement NHI. Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.
Thanks so much, Clint. Infrastructural upgrades on the way for the Pinewood community, all designed to bring relief to decades of flooding and sewerage issues. Member of Parliament for the area, Kayla's Roll, made the announcement in Parliament today.
Certain areas of Pinewood from the beginning of the construction of those homes where the water and sewage element infrastructure has been underdeveloped. And we're now finalizing, along with the water and sewage, a project that will be executed relatively quickly also. And this is something that has been discussed, that's been on the drawing board for many years. So I'm happy to be in a position to communicate to my constituents that the government is providing focused attention to this particular project.
Roll also told parliamentarians while the project is estimated at $20 million, government is in discussions with a company already operating in the Bahamas for the work to be carried out at a reduced cost.
Efforts are completed to acquire some of the property necessary for the drainage program, and a submission is currently before the Cabinet for approval in this regard, and I foresee no issue with this being approved in short order. Mr. Speaker, work is currently being carried out to deal with additional properties which are located along the route of the new drainage system. Mr. Speaker, we are very pleased with the progress being made on this particular project, and we look forward to providing the people of Pinewood with a solution to an age-old problem.
Still talking news from Parliament. Deputy Prime Minister, the Honourable Philip Davis, once again sets the record straight with regards to the BAMSI fire insurance controversy. He again reiterated what he said during the mid-year budget, and that is that an investigation is underway. We've been told that the insurance lapsed on the building that burnt. However, the opposition claims that the building was never insured.
Members opposite, some 6 weeks or more after the incident, still fluffing around and trying to find out whether the property was actually insured, whether it was ever insured, because the information received at this point seems to suggest that there was never any insurance in place. And that is a very serious concern
on this issue of the fire and the BAMSI project. I was soon that I was in discussions with all my technical team, with all the persons involved with the BAMSI project, and that I will make a further intervention to Parliament in due course. And at the opportunity that will be afforded me, I will do so. A communication will be made to this Parliament on all the matters raised in connection with BAMSI, and I hope to be able to do that in short order once we are at that point in the agenda.
Minister responsible for BAMSI, the Honourable V. Alfred Gray, told Parliament last week that the opposition bullied its way onto the campus. However, the opposition denies this claim, saying security was not even in place.
I have asked the president of BAMSI to look into this matter to see what the difference is between what we were told and what they are telling us. And if I find that those who gave me information did not give me correct information, Mr. Speaker, that's not going to end like that, because we do not expect people who work for BAMSI and paid handsomely to do so to mislead the government.
Coming up, the government honors an educator. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Lux Men's Warehouse.